Hey guys, this is Gambital here with my third Duelyst boss guide, and this week's boss is the Paragon of Light. The Paragon of Light is a 320 general that starts out wounded and can heal himself well above the 25 health threshold that typical generals have in Duelyst. The Paragon of Light also starts out with a Sun Sister Stero on the board, which is a 4/4 minion that every time something is healed, it adds a True Strike to his hand, and True Strike is a 1 mana deal 2 damage to a minion spell. Now, the longer this sticks to the board, the harder it will get any of your minions to actually be able to stick around to do anything to this boss, so removing this as soon as possible is key. Speaking of something to remove as soon as possible, he also starts out with an artifact called a Golem Vitruvial equipped, which is an artifact that every time something is healed, it deals 2 damage to a random enemy. And again, this is going back to it's really hard to stick anything to the board, so you have to deal with these two things first as quick as possible before his board gets out of control. Now, in addition to the starting board state, the Paragon of Light has a passive ability that the lower health he gets, the more keywords he himself actually gets. So for instance, he could get ranged, frenzy, force field. So because of this, hitting this guy multiple times is really bad. The best way to kill this boss in general is to try to one-shot it, or at least use as few attacks as possible. In this game, as you'll see, I use an Aurora, which is a 1/5 minion that gains 2 attack every time I play something with 2 or less attack. I just give it force field and wait until it's big enough to actually one-shot the Paragon of Light, and I do so. And that's how I won with my first boss battle. You could also use the typical Ironcliff Guardian Divine Bonds if you don't have this card. Another way to one-shot this boss is build up a giant Chakri avatar for a Sonkai. Just cast a bunch of spells, buff them up, and control the board until it's time to one-shot him. Now, there's plenty of other ways you could one-shot this guy in Duelyst, and I'll leave it to y'all to discover those ways. But those are the ways that I've found the easiest to deal with him. You won't have to worry about any hard removal from this guy. I haven't seen him play anything that actually silences or kills a minion, so as long as you protect your minions from what he plays and from the Golden Vitruvial and True Strikes, you should be good to go to build a minion up to one-shot this guy. So good luck, and I'll see you next time.